Hey, Shug. Welcome back to the Healing Circle. So we're here to do Scorpio's reading. Scorpio, happy birthday. Okay? We're here to do your reading for November, right? If the reading doesn't resonate, don't try to make it. Right? And do check your other placements. Okay. Um, we're gonna look at what happened then, what's going on now with you, and what's next. Right. Remember that the energy of what's next can always be changed if you don't like it, right? So let's see what Spirit has for you, Scorpio, for the month of November. One more shuffle, Spirit, for Scorpio, for November. All right, here we go. So with the Seven of Coins energy, it's definitely giving like long term. Five of Wands. Okay, yeah, especially if things have been rather troubling. You know, you might be also like looking at what the problem is, right? Okay, Scorpio. The overall energy is the Knight of Cups, right? So it's about giving of yourself emotionally. Nine of Swords is maybe that stresses you out. Maybe that stresses someone else out, you know. So maybe you're like really looking at like what is the problem? Like, I don't know. So let's see what happened then. The Knight of Coins. You were very slow and in your movement. This is slow movement, cautious. Okay, cautious energy. Real practical, like I'm gonna sit on this type energy. What's going on with you currently? The Five of Swords. Maybe you're like questioning that, like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong? Why is this happening? Why are things moving so slow for me? You know, you're not happy with what's happening with you mentally. Mentally, you are not happy with your lack of progress, maybe, or how slow things are developing for you. So what's next? Judgment Day. That's your energy. It's like Spirit, like, okay, so what you gonna do? Okay, because it's all about the Knight of Cups energy. Are you giving of yourself? Okay, are you showing up? Are you putting yourself out there? Like, what's happening? We're like, okay, so what you gonna do? I see what's going on with you, Scorpio. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. Yeah, that whole long term, marriage, being with someone forever. Like maybe that's something that really bothers you. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's something that when you think about, it kind of disturbs you a little bit. You know? Let's see. Yeah, you're very close to that idea, I feel. Why is the Knight of Coins here as the then energy for Scorpio spirit? Why is the Knight of Coins here for then? Knight of Coins for then for Scorpio. Okay. So definitely very slow at making decisions with the Lover's energy, making decisions about connections in your life, but just making major decisions when it comes to partnership and stuff like that. Eight of Pentacles, maybe like with really giving effort, like, really showing up, putting in on a connection. You were very slow at doing that then, because with the Devil energy on the bottom, maybe you've experienced some not so pleasant, interactions with feminine energies or with people that, yeah, you had to heal from with this star energy. Okay. Yeah. And the Three of Wands. And really, really look at like what is it that you want for your future, for what's next. Okay. So that's what caused the Knight of Pentacles energy and then the Five of Swords energy as well. Okay. Because that's where you at now with the Five of Swords. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I move so slow. I don't know. Why is the Five of Swords energy here for current with Scorpio? Okay. Yeah. You're starting to see things maybe with the Hangman energy, Pisces energy, right? Maybe you're starting to see things, like, okay, I got to do something. I got to make a decision. I got to get clear, okay? Because with the Magician energy and Temperance on the bottom and the Eight of Swords, it's like you're trying to manifest opportunities for yourself. You want certain outcomes, Mm-hmm. You're starting to really look at what you are creating with yourself with this Knight of Coins energy and mentally, the mental conflict and disturbance. You're starting to look at what you're doing to yourself. Okay. And you want peace in all of this disturbance that's going on within you. Right. So I feel like right now you are awakening to the fact that maybe you are, you know, like sabotaging some issues, some opportunities. Mm-hmm. Five of Swords energy can be like an energy of playing game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're looking at what your decisions are doing. Okay. So what's next, Scorpio, is Judgment. Why is Judgment here for Scorpio as what's next? Okay, this is Spirit, is the major arcana. So Spirit stepping in like, okay, so what's up? Listen, because we have the Tower here with the Sun card. It's like, now that you know, now that you see, okay, what your actions, Knight of Wands, are doing, what are you going to do? What's up, Tower? I feel like this Tower is forcing you to, you know, to do something, okay? The 10 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, okay? There's something that has been very difficult for you to like move on from or communicate, or that has been really like holding you back, okay? Making things very heavy for you, to where you are holding back and procrastinating towards new beginnings. And Spirit's like, what are you going to do about that? And I feel like now, in what's next with that energy of what are you going to do about that? You know, that's the shift that's being made to whatever this this burden is that's keeping you from moving forward, that's keeping you from progressing, that's keeping you you stagnant. Okay, the Queen of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. There's something you've been waiting to say or communicate, and you've been avoiding it, or even a person. You know, you've been avoiding either talking to them, or you know, saying something that you've been like, you know, thinking about. You know, something you know that then maybe that you've taken the time to like really look at it, and you probably need to say something to somebody, communicate something to somebody that you've been avoiding to say, resisting doing so. And it's all because of the Knight of Cups. Maybe this requires you to give of yourself with the Queen of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, it's like maybe you're seeing what it is you got to do. Why is the overall energy the Knight of Cups energy for Scorpio? Knight of Cups energy, overall energy for Scorpio. Why is this here? Okay. If it's coming too much. The 7 of Cups energy with the 9 of Wands is like worrying about it, questioning about it, you know, like always being up in your head, overthinking. That's becoming way too much with the 9 of Wands energy. You're tired of it yourself. Okay. Because with the 5 of Wands energy, you see is only generating conflict for you, problems, obstacles, BS, right? You're tired of it yourself. You know? So Spirit's like, yeah, with the 7 of Swords energy and the Knight of Coins, it's like, okay, you know, me being in this questioning, guarded, like energy is not doing anything but creating problems for me, where I don't trust nobody. I don't, you know, I won't open up to nobody. It's like, you know, so Spirit's like, okay, well, what you gonna do? That's what's next. Because it is about you maybe giving of yourself with this Knight of Cups energy. Yep. The 5 of Cups, because of the 10 of Pentacles that you had to move away from, maybe you're carrying around some sadness or disappointment around a long-term commitment that, you know, you have to like accept and move away from. Okay, maybe you've already, you know, ended the long-term commitment, but it's still something that's like warm within you. You know, it's still impacting you. It still has an effect, right? Yeah, it's like this whole reading for you, Scorpio, is about you giving of yourself emotionally, right? And the reason why is because you're worried about it. You've been worried about it, and you're tired of being worried about it, worried about being disappointed or sad or whatever. Okay, so when it comes down to it, as what's next, you know, it's time for you to like make a decision. What are you gonna do? Because something that's been very, very heavy on you, something that's been burdening you from moving forward, or even communicating, or even like, you know, moving forward with making decisions or being clear in your decision making, needs to be addressed. Could be for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Let me give you some advice. I'm sorry, I'm rushing you. Advice for Scorpio, Spirit. What advice do you have for Scorpio when it comes to this situation in November? Patience showed, okay. Patience showed. So Spirit could be saying like, don't, you know, don't rush yourself, you know, but give yourself grace maybe. What's the advice for Scorpio in this situation? Strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. Okay. And it's because of new love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. All right. So there could be something that maybe you've been kind of waiting on, energetically, right? And Spirit's kind of saying, like, that's not going to go anywhere. There's something that's new coming towards you, and Spirit wants you to be more open to it, okay? And not necessarily waiting around for something that's not really, it might be passionate, it might be something that's exciting, it might be something that you think about all the time or whatever, but it's not going to go anywhere, okay? Yeah, there's new love, and I feel like that's the lesson you are learning when it comes to, like, really having connections that are stable, that are, like, really going to stick around. So that's what I have for you, Sherry. I hope this helped. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Please hit the like button. It's right there. Comment. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Share. Send it to your friends. And post it to social media. And subscribe so you know when I post. Miss you guys already. Bye.